Hey everybody, John from Ordinary Guy Fitness here again. I did a video maybe a week, 10 days or so ago, I'm not sure if you saw it, regarding lower back pain and a certain number of stretches that you can do to try and alleviate that pain. I got more viewers for that video than pretty much anything else I've ever done, which got me thinking that maybe there's more people out there with stiffness, soreness, that sort of stretching routines might well be able to help. So today I'm going to do one about your shoulders. Your shoulders are probably, or they are, the most flexible joint in your body compared to your ankles, knees, hips, elbows. They've got a huge range of flexibility in all sorts of different directions. They're essentially a ball and socket joint, so the top of the bone goes into a socket and then it twists and turns in a whole range of directions. However, with that flexibility and that range of movement, you can get a lot of problems. Basically, you can get stiffness, you can get soreness, inflammation, injuries, tears, and there's a whole range of muscles. You've got three different heads of a deltoid, which is the anterior, the medial, and the posterior. You've got your bicep attaching up here, you've got your pectoral muscle, and you've also got muscles around the back that's attaching into the shoulder joint. What you've also got are a whole range of ligaments and tendons that also move right into that joint, and they all act together to stabilise the joint, to hold it steady, but at the same time they need to be very flexible to allow that huge range of movement. Now, because of that, as I say, it's very prone to getting injuries. Almost everyone I know at some point or another, particularly if they do a lot of training, has injured their shoulder in some way or another. I've had an injury in my left shoulder for years, 3-4 years, not been able to get rid of it. Whenever I do bench press, shoulder press, anything like that, it always flares up and it hurts. And I've just basically been managing it for the last few years. Anyway, the last 6-8 weeks or so, I've started to incorporate a bit of a stretching routine every time I train my shoulders or my chest, just to try and alleviate that. And it's worked. Now, I'm not a doctor. I can't say there's any particular science behind this. I just looked up on YouTube, Googled some videos, looked up a variety of different stretches, and I've incorporated sort of around 4 or 5 of those stretches. I do them, as I say, 2-3 times a week, and all of a sudden I've got movement in my shoulders again. So I'm not saying to you this is going to work for you. All I'm saying is try some of these stretches out, give them a go, see if it works. If you've got stiffness in your shoulders, mobility problems in your shoulders, if you just feel a little bit tight, then do this 2-3 times a week, see how it goes. If it works for you, fantastic. If it doesn't, don't shoot the messenger. Anyway, I'm going to show you these stretches. I would normally do them probably a little bit more slowly than I'm going to show you, but I want to get through the video without taking up too much of your time. I'll try and talk you through them. I'm not in the greatest studio, it's actually my upstairs bedroom, but hopefully you can see what I'm doing. First one, hands together, high, leaning into a wall, and you just push your body forward and try and stretch your shoulder joints as far back as you can behind the normal line. Get them behind your ears if you can. Hold it for around 10 seconds. Once you've held that, move your hands slightly wider apart. Exactly the same again. Just push forward, stretch, hold the stretch, try and get your shoulders back as far as you can. Come back up. Again, slightly wider again, just above shoulder width. Push, stretch, 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 stretch. Go back, do it again. So as high as you can. This time try and go a little bit further. So push, try and get those shoulders way back behind your ears if you can, and hold it for as long as you can. Same again, slightly wider apart, stretch. And then slightly wider apart, stretch. I would do that 3 times in total. The next one, I'm not sure if you're going to be able to see it from this angle. You take your hand, you put it up in the small of your back as high up as you can get it, flatten your back against the wall, and then you twist. And when you're twisting, you're trying to push this shoulder back against the wall. So you stretch, 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 push this shoulder back, hold it for around 10 seconds, keeping the small of your back flat against the wall. Come back up, do the other side obviously. Stretch, 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 push this shoulder back. 10 seconds. Then this side again, flat, small of your back flat against the wall, push the shoulder back as far as you can, stretch it out. You do that again 3 times on each side. The next one, again, these look very simple, but believe me, they do work after a while. Again, small of the back against the wall, flat against the wall, elbows in at your sides, and just rotate your arms out so that your wrists, back of your wrists touch the wall. You're trying to rotate this upper arm that way, so you're not just moving your forearms like this, you're trying to actually go rotate your upper arm around. So you do like that, hold it, back in. Like that, hold it, back in. Like that, hold it, back in. I'd probably do about 10 of those, I would say. Final one, again, you need to try and keep upper back and lower back as close to the wall as you can. Arms to the sides, backs of your hands facing against the wall, touching the wall actually. And when you come up and you stretch up over your head till your hands meet at the top. Now if you're like me, when you do this, your shoulders crunch and pop. Don't be afraid of that. Don't push it too hard, but just keep going. And again, probably do 10 of these. So up, slide it up, crunch, elbows against the wall, touch, down, up, touch, down. You might have even heard that crunch then. Up, touch, down. Again, probably do 10 of those. Final one, again, I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to show you this. You take your hand, you put the reverse of your hand against your side, and you bring your elbow forward, and then you just pull and hold that stretch position for maybe 10 seconds. It stretches all the tendons out in this whole area here, around the top of your shoulder. Other side, stretch. I'm a lot more flexible on my left than my right for some reason. Other side, stretch. That's pretty much it. Now I rushed through that slightly. As I say, you probably do each of those 3-4 times. Hold the stretches for a little bit longer than I did, 10 to 15 seconds each time. Try it 2-3 times a week. I'd like some feedback. Come back to me in a month's time. Let me know how your shoulders are feeling. My pain has definitely eased off. I can still feel it, but when I bench press now, when I shoulder press, when I do lateral raises, the pain is a lot less than it was. So for me, it's worked. It may not work for you. Hopefully it will. If you like this video, and if you like the other videos that I've got on my YouTube channel, then please like, share, go on my Facebook page, go on my blog. I really do welcome the feedback and the comments, so please do come back to me, and I'll hopefully see you again very soon. Take care. Bye-bye.